Welcome to the second half of JITMAT Verbal Section 2024. I am your verbal mentor, Nehil. Let's get started. First half में हमने first 20 questions कर लिए थे. We'll take the rest from here. Now we have an RC in front of us. Read the paragraph and answer the questions that follow. Literary criticism does not necessarily have to choose between textual or verbal and contextual study. The distinction between the two types of linguistic meaning is seen at two levels, formal and textual. Formal meaning is poetry. In poetry is the level at which stylistic patterns occur, but these are not restricted to mere form. Panini discusses in a few sutras scattered over his works the influence of the concept of language in various spheres of suffixes, primary and secondary derivatives and compounds. Poetics is also indebted to grammar for the terms jati, genus, kriya, action, guna, quality, and dravya, individual, substance, which it uses in connection with certain poetic figures or dealing with the expressive function of words. Literary criticism in the Sanskrit tradition has been understood to be a sastra, by which is meant any systematic, well-formulated body of knowledge. A sastraic exposition is supposed to involve inquiry into the nature of substance, nature of language, and the validity of critical statements. Thus, a basic understanding of the grammatical and philosophical issues is a prerequisite for the understanding of critical questions. Compared to what JITMAT delivers, ये passage थोड़ा सा complicated है. देखते हैं questions मुश्किल है या नहीं. चलिए. Which word in the passage is close in meaning to being logical and true? Guys, obviously logical and true क्या हो सकता है? Inquiry? No. Compound? No. Validity? No. Has to be formulated. इसके लिए तो आप passage में नहीं जाएंगे तो भी काम चल जाएगा. So I would say question आसान था. As per the passage, which the following was primarily discussed by Panini. Panini discusses in a few sutras. So the influence of the concept of language in various spheres of suffix. And which it uses, talks about jati, kriya, guna and dravya. Okay. Terms like jati, kriya, guna and dravya. I hope you know who Panini is. Panini was the person to use logic for the first time ever in the world. उन्होंने लिखा था संस्कृत व्याकरण. Yes, he was the writer of Sanskrit व्याकरण, Sanskrit grammar. Alright, A is the right answer. I would say this is also a simple answer. Which of the following statements are true about the given passage? Okay, literary criticism must use either textual or contextual study. Over here it says does not necessarily choose between textual and contextual study. तो इसको तो आप हटा ही दीजिए. Formal and textual are two levels and help in ascertaining linguistic meaning. Yes, two levels, formal and textual. तो इसको आप accept कर लीजिए. Critical questions cannot be understood without philosophical and grammatical understanding. ये भी दिया हुआ था कहीं पे. Grammatical and philosophical issue is a prerequisite for understanding of critical questions. तो इसको भी आप select कर लीजिए. तो मुझे पता है A आंसर नहीं हो सकता, C आंसर नहीं हो सकता. D, Panini has written in a compact form of sutras. Panini has written. Okay, just a minute. The influence of concept. कहाँ गया? Panini discusses in a few sutras. Yes. तो इसको भी आप accept कर लीजिए. Sanskrit has a tradition of literary criticism for a long time. Literary criticism in the Sanskrit tradition. Yes. So option B, C, D and E, that is D. Right? थोड़ा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, लेकिन अगर आप देखोगे पैसेज में आपको आंसर्स मिल जाएंगे, तो डायरेक्ट आंसर्स हैं. Which inquiries are undertaken by the sastraic exposition? Sastraic exposition कहाँ है? ये है sastraic exposition. Grammatical and philosophical issues. Oh, sorry. This is not what we want. We want this. Nature of substance, nature of language, validity of critical statement. Nature of substance, nature of language, validity of critical statements. B, D and E. Do I have B, D and E? Yes. As I said, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस, डायरेक्ट आंसर्स. ठीक है, पैसेज पढ़ने में थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लग सकता है, बट ऑल इन ऑल आई वुड से सिंपल. ओके, लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पैसेज. ये अलग टाइप का क्वेश्चन था, ऐसा क्वेश्चन भी पहले नहीं आया था. देखते हैं क्या. All great thinkers live and move on a high plane of thought. It is only there that they can breathe freely. It is only in contact with spirits like themselves they can live harmoniously and attain that serenity which comes from ideal companionship. I have always thought that the strongest argument in favor of the Baconian theory would be talking about Francis Bacon, was that no man, however indubitable his genius, could have written the plays and sonnets that have come down to us under Shakespeare's name, who had not the liberal education of Bacon. How this habit of intercourse with the gods make one impatient of mere men. The magnificent ideals that have ever haunted the human mind and given us our highest proofs of a future immortality by reason of the impossibility of their fulfillment here are splintered into atoms by contact with life's realities. Hence comes our sublime discontent. It may be spiritual or intellectual pride that is engendered on the high plane of intellectual life. But whatever it is, it becomes inevitable. A habitual mediation on the vast problems that underlie human life are knit into human destiny. It is easy to understand, therefore, why such thinkers fly to the solitude of their own thoughts or the silent companionship of the immortals, and if they care to present their views in prose or verse to the world, that these views take a somber and melancholy setting from the pale cast of thought in which they were engendered. Now, given below, so again, a slightly complicated passage, heavy reading, but let's look at the questions. The author upholds the Baconian theory because, according to him, despite being a genius, I'll just tell you what it is. There's a misprint here. Just a minute. So let's see what it says. It says the author upholds the Baconian theory because, according to him, despite being a genius, Shakespeare could not write the plays and sonnets that have come down to us under his name. The author upholds the theory? Yes, because the author does agree with Bacon. Correct. Statement 2. He holds that Bacon was more resourceful than Shakespeare because he had the liberal education. In the light of the above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given. Lengthy passage, easy question. Both दोनों statement तो correct हैं इसमें. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Let's look at the next part. What does the phrase "the pale cast of thought" mean? Let's see where it is. Where is the pale cast of thought? Right. From the pale cast of thought in which they were engendered. State of mind during sickness? नहीं, sickness की बात नहीं हो रही है. Sudden and quick flash of thoughts? No. Unhappy and disillusional state of mind? कहीं भी passage से ऐसा नहीं पता चल रहा. Clear answer है इसका D. Serious and prolonged thinking. Pale cast of thought in which they were engendered. Somber and melancholy setting. Best answer is option D. Next question. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Okay. The passage presents a rationale behind the great writer's flight to the solitude of their thoughts and silent companionship of immortals. Okay. They do so because they are melancholic and naturally averse to ordinary humanity and disgust of unregenerated masses. ठीक है, हमारा यहाँ पे ये assertion है और ये reason है. Correct. Option A. ये ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि उनको ऑर्डिनरी ह्यूमैनिटी से मतलब उससे ऊपर उठ चुके हैं. And that's why the flight to solitude. So assertion, reason, both are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Moving on. According to the author, why do the great thinkers need to attain and remain at high plane of thought? Because they want to enjoy harmony and serenity from ideal companionship. Because the experience of greatness make them impatient of being ordinary men. Because a high plane of intellectual life instills a spiritual and intellectual pride in them. Because they are apathetic to commoners and solely eager to attain lofty ideals. गाइस चारों ही ठीक है, ए बी सी एंड डी. ओके, लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. वी हैव टू मैच द लिस्ट. अप फॉर ग्रैब्स का मतलब क्या होता है? अवेलेबल फॉर एनीवन इंटरेस्टेड. सो ए का हो गया 4. मेक हे व्हाइल द सन शाइन्स, टू यूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज व्हाइल दे लास्ट. इसका हो गया 3. A4 B3 आई हैव माई आंसर ऑलरेडी. मुझे और ज्यादा सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट फिर भी गो हेवायर का मतलब होता है बिकम आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल, मतलब 2. C2 बचा क्या? ऑप्शन डी करेक्ट. दैट्स हाउ यू सॉल्व इट. सो गाइज कोशिश करा करिए कि आप टाइम बचाएं. आपने जैसे यहां पे मैंने देखा, क्या कर सकते हैं हम, मेरे को सब कुछ सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सब कुछ सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ए पता है मुझे 4 है, बी पता लगा मुझे 3 है. ऑप्शंस में A4 B3 कहीं है ही नहीं. ऑप्शन डी खत्म. आगे चलेंगे. ओके, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट टेंसेस नाउ. आई शैल स्पीक. आई शैल स्पीक मतलब सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस, तो ये हो गया 2. आई शैल हैव स्पोकन फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस, खत्म हो चुका काम फ्यूचर में, विच मीन्स 4. अब देखो A2 B4 आंसर आ गया मेरा ऑलरेडी. आगे देख लेते हैं. आई शैल हैव बीन स्पीकिंग फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस, नो सॉरी, फ्यूचर परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. C1 D has to be 3. Smart work guys, smart work. Okay, that's the way forward. Pick the part of the sentence with grammatical mistakes or errors. Okay, The Economist were of the opinion. यार देखो, Economist singular है और subject were, तो A तो गलत है ही. I can eliminate this, I can eliminate this. Just have to check B and C. That the government should give longer times to farmers to pay the loan instead of waiving the entire farm loan. Waiving the entire farm loan नहीं, waiving off the entire farm loan. तो मतलब A और C दोनों गलत हैं. That's your answer. Next question. Again, grammar. No, this is not grammar. This is parajumble. Rearrange it in the proper sequence in order to make a meaningful sentence. All right. That is closely related to the peach tree. हम क्या करते हैं इसमें? Mandatory pairs देखते हैं, ठीक है? And they come from a tree. Almonds are commonly called nuts, but they are okay. So I know B is followed by C, and they come from a tree that is closely related to the peach tree. B C D A is my answer. Do I have it? I have it. B C D A मार्क करेंगे. आगे चलते हैं. When we talk of investing in education, a question arises as to what kind of education needs to be given to the youngsters. C के बाद आएगा D. Our aim is to evolve not only an affluent society but an egalitarian, just, humane, compassionate society. For that, we need people who possess not only high skills but high values as well. So the need of the hour is not only skill-based education but also value-inspired and value-based education. C D A B. That's my answer. And that's it. So हमने क्या किया है? हमने एक प्लेलिस्ट बना लिया है. We've taken care of all the JIPMAT questions 21, 22, 23, 24. वर्बल सेक्शन का पूरा एनालिसिस आपको दे दिया है. एक एनालिसिस पहले भी किया था जिसमें मैंने बताया था कि इस बार क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. आई होप आपकी तैयारी अच्छी चल रही हो, and I hope you do really well in JIPMAT. Okay, thank you for joining me. My name is Nehil, your verbal mentor, and I will see you soon.